My vocabulary word was laminitis. Once again, that's laminitis. It is phonetically pronounced laminitis. Laminitis is strictly used as a noun, and laminitis is derived from New Latin, specifically from lamina, meaning plate or layer, and itis, which means inflamed. The technical definition of laminitis is inflammation of the laminae between the hoof wall and distal phalanx. The technical definition has a lot of components that I'll break down shortly, but laminitis is essentially damage or inflammation that affects the feet of hoofed animals, and it is mostly found in horses and cattle. In order to better understand what laminitis means, let's break down the definition into simpler terms. But as a reminder, here's the technical definition once again, which is inflammation of the laminae between the hoof wall and distal phalanx. First of all, laminae are finger-like protrusions of tissue. Specifically in the equine foot, there are two types of laminae. There's sensitive laminae and there's insensitive laminae. These two types of laminae interdigitate with each other to form a bond that is responsible for holding the hoof wall onto the horse's foot. In this photo, we can see both the sensitive and insensitive laminae. Right here, we have the sensitive laminae, which is attached to the coffin bone, and to the right is the insensitive laminae, which is attached to the hoof wall. Additionally, in that photo, you saw the hoof wall, which simply put is the part of the hoof that is visible when the horse is standing. Lastly, the distal phalanx is the bottom bone of the foot and is attached to the inner wall of the horse. In this diagram of the normal hoof of a horse, we can see right here is the distal phalanx, and here's the hoof wall. Now that we have broken down the technical definition of laminitis, we can fully understand it, which once again the definition is inflammation of the laminae between the hoof wall and distal phalanx. Now that you know what laminitis is, you may be wondering what causes it, how is it diagnosed, what are the treatments and recovery? Well, first of all, the main cause is overeating grass only. By eating grass, you obtain an excessive intake of carbohydrates. Specifically, poor pasture grass that usually is overgrazed will result in the formation of a type of sugar known as fructan. Eating fructan has proven to directly cause laminitis. Signs of laminitis consist of sore walking, rocking, or pain. The simplest treatment is anti-inflammatory drugs. However, it is also recommended to move the horse or cattle into a smaller pen with cardboard or something softer on the hoofs. Here's an example of a horse with laminitis.